Recently I realized that there has been no new part of Unity Maps remakes for 2 months, and quite a lot of them have accumulated, so today I will show you new remakes of Unity Maps, and most of them are made very similar to original maps. Subscribe, like, and join to my Discord server, especially if you want to be in the video. Let's start. First remake for today, Pipe Dream SS2 by Batile. Each time his remakes become more and more detailed, and each time they are more and more similar to the original maps. This remake is a variation of Pipe Dream from SS2, so there are really big differences from the current gameplay. But I roughly remember the old variation, and I can say that this remake is as similar as possible to it. Rating, 10 out of 10. The next remake is Jump Club by Frequent. I don't know what to say other than that this remake looks pretty similar to the original, and that the spinning beams are too fast. There is also a bug with slime. My rating is 8 out of 10. Next comes a remake from Frequent again, but this time it's a remake of Stompin Ground. I also can't say much about this remake. Instead of a regular rhino, there are rhino power-ups. And for some reason the platform in the middle cannot rotate you. My rating is 8 out of 10, since it is quite difficult to knock someone out. Next comes another remake from Frequent. If anything, most of today's remakes were made by him, and this time it is a remake of Snowball Survival. This is actually something strange, because there are some bugs with the physics of blast balls, which is why they don't work at all. I won't rate this remake because it was almost impossible to recreate Snowball Survival. And now I will tell you about two remakes of one map, namely Blast Ball, one of them from Frequent, and the other from another person. Frequent's remake is just Blast Ball without the fallen tiles. And the other is the version where almost all the tiles have fallen. About these two maps I can say the following. On the Frequent's remake it is very difficult to knock people out. But on the other remake it is very easy to do it. I rate both remakes as 7 out of 10. Next up is my favorite remake for today, which is a rock and roll remake. I really liked how the ball rolling mechanics were implemented here. There is a cannon that shoots balls. And there is a force field that closes after one ball is fired, causing the remaining balls to fall into the abyss, preventing the very first ball from despawning, because in creative mode, there is a limit on the number of cannon objects on the map. After we have pushed the ball to the end, we need to click on the platform that is in the slime, using this ball. Then jump into the slime and after respawn at the start, where the fan is already turned on, lifting you up to the finish line. I hope you understood how it works. And I think it's obviously 10 out of 10. The next remake was made by me, and this is a remake of Seesaw, which was already in the last part, so I will quickly say what I updated here. Now all Seesaws are present here, because I used mods. And I also changed the checkpoints. I think it's almost perfect, except the fences are broken for some reason. Rate the remake in the comments. And the last remake from Frequent for today, Tiptoe Finale. The remake is very similar to the original, The visuals are the same as in the original, but the gameplay is not quite the same. As you know, there are no tiptoe tiles in creative mode, so you won't be able to recreate the original exactly. But frequent used pressure platforms, which, after pressing, get stuck in the block below and remain in the pressed position. If you land on the wrong tile, you will be respawned. Well done, 10 out of 10. In the previous part I already showed you my remake of Tiptoe, but after I saw the remake by Frequent, I decided to make version 2. It essentially works exactly the same as the previous one, but sometimes you might press the wrong tile, which makes it look weird. I'll try to fix this a little later, but for now you can rate the remake in the comments. And the last remake for today, also by me, Gate Crash. In my opinion, this is the best remake I've ever done. I used mods while making this remake to make it as close to the original as possible. Instead of gates, I used weak punching gloves to create a similar obstacle. Otherwise, I used exactly the same objects as in the original. You can also rate the remake in the comments. I think you liked it. These were all the remakes for today, but I'm already doing the 5th part of Unity Maps remakes, where I will show you even more remakes. Stay tuned, thanks for watching and subscribe.